So this is a 6-row Miwa Star lock, Miwa Kaba Star. I think we're calling it the Orion, I'm not entirely sure, but it has 6 rows. So there are 3 on the right, there's top right, middle right, bottom right, 3 on the left, top left, middle left, bottom left. And I'm not sure how many pins are in here. We'll find out if I manage to get it open, because we'll try to gut it. But I have felt at least 17 in here, and I'm going to be frequently switching between different picks. They're all going to be these multi-pick dimple flags, and then I have this Milky ACAB pick for some things on the top. The tensioner I'll use is just bottom of keyway, nothing special. I'll put in here, and like any other lock, you're feeling for your binders and pushing on those, doing a bit of a jiggle test, and then moving on. So let's, you might see, hopefully my head doesn't pop in too much, but a lot of staying on the pins is kind of visual for me on this. I was reading through some old Discord messages. Sometimes I search for my name and look for any questions I might have missed, and I saw somebody talk about how they picked this, and they I lost my desire to pick this because they picked it first. And so I figured, hey, I'll grab it. So I grabbed it today and picked it open, and now I'm hoping that I'll be able to make a video, but we'll see. Anyways, quite a bit of tension because there's a ton of pins in there, and I feel like when you put a lot of tension, it's easier to find the binder. And I know a little bit. I've picked it open one time, and let's go. Let's see. So this top right one is the first, mid right number 1 is the first binder. I'm already going to switch picks to something a bit longer to push that one. There we go. Now it's jiggly. We'll look for the next one. All right, so there's one in the third chamber on the middle right. The second chamber is empty, and that's jiggly, so not that one. And just feeling around. This front, bottom left, nothing. Bottom left number 2. Seems like we're binding. A little click out of that one. Bottom right first one, no. Bottom right second one, no. Bottom left first one, no. Mid right. Let's see if the second one, I think I touched it before, but it's hard to get on. I think that's jiggly. Maybe I won't say every single pin I'm on every time, because it's, like I said, I'm going to be feeling all over the place, but I'll try to give a running commentary of what I'm feeling. I'm not a big fan of high pin counts. I'm only doing this because I saw that comment, and I was like, oh, I felt bad. And maybe give a little bit of feedback on what I feel the difficulty of this lock is. For the ACAB, to get the top pins on the right side, right, that second pin on the top felt a little bit binding, not too much. I don't even know if this is the one I want. What number is this? This is the Elite G Pro number 4. See if we can feel anything on the right side further back. Maybe I'll go from the top and see if I can feel them. Okay, something on the back, on the middle row, towards the back on the right side. Got a little click out of it. Check this bottom pin. All right, bottom right first pin appears to be lightly binding. All right, it's now jiggly. See that bottom left first one? No. The second bottom left one, which I said before, feels binding again. Indeed. Got a little click out of it. I'm not sure if it popped back up or what happened. First one on the bottom left, loose. Bottom right, loose. Let's check those top right ones, mid right ones again. The back one, little click there. And while I was going back there, I thought I felt something binding on the mid left. So let's see if I can feel that again. This third one, a little tiniest of clicks. Let's check these bottom ones again. First bottom left one, nothing. Second bottom left one, jiggly. Bottom right, jiggly first one. Let's see. Let's check these top left ones. They're kind of hard to get to. I can't see them, so these are by feel. All right, let's check the mid left row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna let up tension a little in case anything overset. I see the bottom right one popped up when I did that. Let's feel it. It's pretty loose. I let up a little bit more. No, it's binding. The bottom right first one's binding. A little click out of that. Bottom left first one's binding. Oh, and we dropped into some sort of false set. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hunt for any sort of spools or anything like that. So first one on the left is jiggling. Second one on the left, can't quite tell. Third one on the left. Fourth on the left. Fifth on the left. All right, so second one on the left, I said I couldn't quite tell. Let me try a different pick. Let's try this guy. Yeah, second one on the left seems like binding. I'm letting off tension so I can feel counter rotation, which I'm getting a little bit off this one. All right, a little click out of that one. Work my way back. First one, second one, third one on the mid left, fourth one on the mid left, fifth one. Now let off tension just a little. There we go. The bottom right popped up again. Seems to reliably pop up down there. Push that one. There we go. So that bottom right one must have been a little overset, and then I let it go. So we have an open, and now for the hard part. Let's see if we can gut this guy. I wonder if I have enough pinning trays. So that's open. Lock it back up again. I'll use the key. I can't. Oh, we're stuck. So something must have dropped into an open chamber when we did that. All right, turn on autofocus. Zoom in a little. So something must have jumped into open chamber. I wonder if it's down the bottom right. No such luck. All right, so then I think we're gonna have to gut it through the back. So I have taken this out of the housing here before. I'm gonna switch back to regular glasses. I have these like magnifiers on my head so I could look down the keyway. Regular glasses over here. All right, so first thing we need to do is remove this C-clip back here. There we go. Some extra bits there. Get it out of there. There we go. So that's just the housing. It's got another little spacer on the front. I'll leave it in there. Maybe use the side. It's got this thing to give it some tension inside there so it doesn't jiggle around. Then we have a clip on the back. We could gut it traditionally through here, but I think something's jumped up, so I'm gonna have to remove these things on here, these brass plates. Sorry, I keep calling things things. I know, not very professional. All right, so this is the bottom right here. I hope I get lucky with this. I have a little plastic-ish hammer, and this might take a while. Let's get something hard to put it on and bang it. All right, so I'm trying to make a little ledge in there. Let me see if I can do it. And then the goal is to hit it with the hammer a little at an angle and hope that it slides it down enough to make a gap up top here to fit a little screwdriver in to wedge it bigger. So let's see. And I might fast forward some of this part because it might take a very long time. All right, so you see, I've created a gap up top there. So then what we'll do is we'll grab a bigger screwdriver. Hopefully this is not too big. And we will try to wedge that down some. keeping my finger near because I don't want any spring to go flying out of there. But that first chamber might be empty. First chamber looks to be empty on the bottom right. So first chamber was empty, bottom right. And then when we get that out far enough, we can grab it with this, and I'm going to put my thumb over it. Sorry, I'm going to block your view, but that will stop any springs from popping out. Okay, so I feel some springs pushing on me. You're going to have to trust me when I tell you what chambers those came out of. You're going to be able to see, though, chambers 2 and 3 are populated. So that's the 2 chambers those came from. What I need is to find a pinning tray. I need a bunch of them, I think. I have them right up here. Yep. So let's get some pinning trays down. And gotta think how I want to lay this out. So for the bottoms, we'll use this little tiny tray here for the bottoms. So it was chambers 2 and 3. So I'll go like this, 2 and 3. I don't know if there's gonna be enough room. So this is bottom right. I'm gonna start with pin 3, dump that out. It's got a cup. I need a tweezer. Tweezers are stuck together. Okay, so it's got a little cup, and that allows the spring to fit inside of it. It looks like just a standard driver. And there is the key pin. The key pin. Oh no, sorry, that's the driver for number 2. Oh, the key pin is stuck inside of the plug because it's turned slightly, right? No, this is not going to be the best gutting experience. I'll try to explain what's happening, but this is not how I wanted this to go down. All right. So I'm going to take the bottom left now. So this would be like my bottom tray. Bottom left. Let's get that off of there so it doesn't bounce around when I hit on this. It's very fiddly doing this. Alright, that one's open. Let's go ahead and even though they're crimped down, it seems like this is working just fine. I didn't have to grind anything away. It seems to be working just fine. So let's go ahead and grab that. Move this out the way. And pull that off. Put my thumb on again to block any springs. I think I feel one. It's gonna be so that's bottom right, and this is gonna be bottom left. Oh, I feel 2. Okay. So there's 2 springs. For chambers 3 and 4. So chamber 3 and chamber 4. Oosh. Okay. So chamber 4, we've got a driver. Is that upside down? And we'll get a close up at the end of all this. Hopefully I can finish it within the time frame of the camera. Camera only records for 30 minutes. But if it runs over, I'll have a thing to make it work. All right, so we still haven't found what's jamming us up. So we'll go on. So this is bottom right, bottom left. I should have brought something to write with. Oh, I took it out of there. I'll put it up there. Then for the tops, we'll use this pinning tray. So let's see. There's the left. The top 2 are close together. So we'll start with the bottom right, bottom left. So we'll start with start with the top right. There we go. Get that around there. Can take a few tries before you can get this. There we go. It's coming along. So you can see there's a little gap there. Make that bigger. And there's a spring in there. So that's top right, number 1. So I put the rights on the bottom. Okay, so that's chamber 1, so I'll put that there. There's the driver. And no key pin. So I'm still trying to figure out what chamber they got jammed up in. All right, we're going to pull this a little bit more to get chamber 2. Spring number 2. And driver 2. All right, we'll pull this the rest of the way off. I feel at least one more spring. It's chamber 4. Oop. Okay, so that's top right. We'll go top left, which is this guy right here. Okay. Make that a little bigger. Oh, there's no chamber yet. There we go, all the way down there. We'll pull this strip off. And there's a lot of springs, I feel. So that's the last spring. Oh, it just went flying. Okay, I know where it flew to though. All right, looks like there's 4 chambers in here, all 4 populated. Yeah, the one spring flew over there. It'll be easy to find, but I'll just get that off camera later. All right, so it's 4 here. 4th one. These are all these hollow 3, 2, and 1. So top left had 4. Now, to be honest, I barely did anything with these top left ones, so I'm wondering if there's something funny with them. They do look like kind of like T-pin shaped. So I don't know what was going on with them, but they didn't seem to pose any challenge. All right, now we'll go one more. This will be for our mid left and mid right. I saved these for last because I did feel a lot of pins in these. So here's the mid right. Do our thing again. Oh, that was easy. I put rights on the bottom, so there's number 1. Push it down a bit. Driver. We're not having any key pins yet. I'm wondering if I'm gonna somehow end up with them at the very end, which kind of sucks. All right. I feel a lot of springs here, and I did count. I think I felt like 4 on this side or something. Yep, 4. So that first one I pulled out of the first chamber. Then we have 1 in 3, 1 in 5, and 1 in 6. And there I just lost another spring to the right. Right, 6. Bring that up a little. 5 and 3. And still no key pins coming out. It's getting worrisome. I only have one row left to find some key pins. Just trying to make it a little bit organized. All right, no key pins. The last row, the left one. So this is the left middle row. All right, that one's already going. That was super easy. All right, that first chamber has a spring. I think I felt 5 on this side. Alright, so that's the first one for the left side. Now I'm hoping to get key pins here. No. So I'm not sure. Well, maybe it's a different chamber, but there's the first one. I'm still stuck. You know what? Is there something underneath here? I don't know how to get this thing off. I don't even know what this is. Ooh. I don't know about that. We'll get the rest of these out and then check that out. Alright, so cover it up again. Pull that out. I feel a bunch of springs. So there's 5 on this side. Here's number 5. Driver pin. What's stuck in there? Driver pin 5. And now I think I felt the plug rotate a little. 4. Okay, so these are interesting. They look like little they have lips on them like little spools. And I felt the spool on a few of them, but in particular I felt it on 2. Oh, and 2 popped out with a wafer. So I guess that's some sort of mastering. All right, let's see if we can get this to turn now. So the bottom, that's the bottom. See if we can get this to line up. No. Oh, that's a bummer. I don't know. So it must have dropped somewhere into this area. Oh no, oh no. Where are those coming out of? Are they coming out of here? Ooh, this is bad. Okay. So that would be top left pins, I believe, if they're coming out of here. So number 5, top left. And then 2 more of the top left ones. So these are somehow top left. I'm going to put them over here. We're going to have to mess with the key a bit after this. That's really bad. All right, let's get this wooden thing out the way so we can get all the pins in. So I'm putting the ones that fell out up there. And here's the other cover for this. All right, so there should be 4 for the top left, which we're falling out of over here. So maybe, can I get one more out of there? Okay, so our plug is turning now. So I'm going to put my fingers down here. Yeah, I feel them falling down. How am I going to do this? This is not good. You know what I should have done before I did that is cover these slots back up. All right. This is bad. This is really bad. All right, so bottom right. I got 1 fell out there. Bottom right. So that's the chamber 2, and then here's chamber 3. Okay, we got the bottom right. Then mid right. We got the last chamber, chamber 6. Then chamber 5. Running out of time. Wait, chamber, yep. 3 and chamber 1. Then the top right, we already, top right, no, top right's down here. Okay, here's the first chamber 4. Oh, okay, so these ones are different looking pins. Chamber 2, so they must they have like little thin things that poke down into the keyway. Top left, it looks like chamber 3. Chamber 1 and 2 fell out like that. We'll have to figure them out. They might be identical to each other, so I'm going to just put them down here. There's spring there, it's missing. And then we got this area. Oh, I see something else actually there on the left. On the left. So we haven't done the left yet. All right, so the last chamber on the left key pin. All right, we got, oh, that fell out of another spot. We've got a one of these wafers again. Wafer. Another wafer. And this key pin. And then this one. Alright, so I think, am I missing something? Bottom left. Is there more in the bottom left? Bottom left is up here. Alright. Oh my gosh, there's so many pins. Alright, there we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 pins in this guy. And then the final thing I want to look at is we'll take this clip off of here. Oh, it's going to be difficult with the need to hold it in place somehow to get it out. So there's that clip, this thing, and then this plug should just come out. Okay, there's like a little thing here. I thought I heard something. Oh, there's a ball bearing that came out of somewhere. Not quite sure. It's probably anti-drill. Not there. Not there. Figure that out after. And then this looks like anti-drill pins are trying to fall out of the bottom here. Yep. There's an anti-drill pin there. The other one doesn't want to come out, but there's one on the other side. So I'm not sure where that ball bearing goes. Probably inside this or something. No, I don't know. Don't want to lose it. I'll figure it out after. These chambers. Anything funny? Nothing funny anywhere. And I think I see the ball bearing spot right there. No. Here? No. No. I don't know where this thing came from. But I'll figure it out. Yeah. So let's see. Can we look at some of these things? On here, we have, if we overset these, it looks like perhaps they will drop into that thinner area. So that would be bad. There's some wafers on here, unfortunately. But these four here, drivers, they have like lips on them, so they're spools. So that's why I had counter rotation setting some of them, especially that second pin. I felt the counter rotation on that one. And the rest of these seem to be pretty standard drivers. The key pins are set up such that some of them are set to overset, and that would be you would have a hard time recovering from those oversets. And then the only other thing that is these top right pins are interesting looking. They have like a thin spot that drops into the chamber rather than the whole width of the pin showing up. I think the top left ones are like that too. So all the top pins have like this thin area that drops into the chamber. I'll find those two springs and put this back together, which is not going to be so fun. But that is the 6-row Kaba Star, maybe called Orion, I'm not sure. Sorry, it's a bit of a mess, but that's why I generally don't like doing high pin count. They always tend to be a mess. Thanks everyone. Take care. Bye.